Welcome back to another video journal. This is theZim's video journal, episode 109. Thanks for joining. I feel like it's going to be a short one, but we'll get going. First thing I want to mention, this week has been a rough one when it comes to the anxiety and depression roller coaster that I ride on. And I've taken it upon myself, in a sense, to be less afraid of talking about it. As maybe you know, I've talked about it on a regular basis, but I've even become more less afraid. If that makes any sense. Today was really hard. It was Sunday today, and my depression got to me really good today. It got me thinking, like, I'll probably say this in a few different spots, but I realized, or a way to phrase it, is anxiety makes you feel like you're going to die, and depression makes you feel like you want to die. So it's a weird when it's in extreme places. And I posted this comment on Facebook the other day about, like, what would you rather have, anxiety or depression? And it's like, oh, I get both. Lucky me. But when I think about it, in terms of my world, I would rather be depressed than anxious. I can still function when I'm depressed. However, I probably am only saying that because my personal level of depression hasn't got as bad as my personal level of anxiety. I do not like, the highest my anxiety has gotten has been like nightmarish, whereas my depression, I feel lazy and tired and just sucky, and I cry, and there's just lots of emotion but I don't feel so low that I can't handle it. And that's probably why I choose my personal level of depression over my personal level of anxiety. But that's start with there. This week there was a lot going on. I'm doing a lot of stuff, and this is the struggle that I'm in. This is my struggle as an artist, and what I'm trying to do and what I want to do is, like, if I don't push it, if I don't essentially burn it at both ends, I don't do anything, and I feel like nothing gets accomplished, and I can't do anything because it's like I spend so much time at my day job and time traveling from where I live to my day job. It's just like there's so much time that I don't get to spend on what I want to spend my time on. And not even including, I mean, you know, when I'm on my kids, I love it, and that's what I prioritize, is what I'm doing with my kids. So that's, I don't want to make it ever sound like that's a problem, because that's not a problem. But in order to do my music, the podcast, and all these ideas I have and want to do, where do I find the time to do it? Where can I do it? It's just, and that's what's frustrating. That's the most frustrating part of it, because I hope it's clear, and that I want to do stuff, and I do it, and I don't let things get in my way. But this week, we had 2 podcasts dropped because of timing, because of the way I'm, want to stay to keeping ones from getting too old, but also if there's something that's an event specific thing, like the last 2 weeks, the ones that have dropped on Tuesday have been very specific for events, and we worked them out so that they would come before the events. So, but I already had ones in the can before that needed to come out, so I didn't want to push those ones out any later and all that kind of stuff. But the first one was Kari Taylor, part of the Musicians in the Raw, which was amazing. I don't have anything written down, like, behind the scenes or anything about these 2 podcasts. I try to remember. I can't really think of anything, but I will mention about the Musicians of Raw, I did play the show. It was on Friday the 10th, which was a mega weird day for me. It was just like I woke up feeling super anxious, and I don't know why. It was just like, it was really, really difficult. But I managed to get through it by halfway through the day, and I took half of my anxiety medications to help out. But by the time the show came around, I felt great. It was awesome. I felt really good. And so thankfully I made it through it. And I was wondering during that process, is like, was it the fact that I had a show causing anxiety? Because was I working myself up so much that I was worried that something would happen, that I wouldn't make the show. And I was also feeling sick, like actually like nauseous and sick, and it was just like a terrible day for most of the day. And I don't know. It was weird, but by the time the show came, it was awesome. And then by the show itself was awesome. I had a really good time at the show. just playing some songs. There wasn't really anybody there while we were playing. There was a few people, but the Gibson showroom was neat, pretty neat. They forced us to play their instruments, so I couldn't play my guitar, so that was kind of weird to find a guitar that I felt comfortable with and play on. But I think it worked out fairly good. It just, the action and the strings and things weren't the way I would have preferred, like what I'm used to. But it was okay. And they don't have, I mean, I was thinking like if I was an electric guitar player, I probably would have been better off, because I think Gibson is kind of known more for their electric guitars than their acoustic guitars. But the show was fun. It was cool to do it. So there's that. The one with Do Me, so on Thursday I dropped the regular podcast with Draze, or Do Me, also known as Draze. Do Me, we went to high school together. It was a great conversation. I really enjoyed it. I think, as far as listening back to it, I feel like I felt very professional. I guess felt like I was asking. We were in a space that I want to be in, where it was a little bit more below the surface. Comfort level was there, and it didn't feel like run of the mill conversation that everyone else would have had with him. Those kind of things. I felt really good about it. So there was that. So it just felt really good. I highly. It's kind of like I was saying on Facebook or whatever, that it was one of the most complete ones. And I've said that before, but they just kind of keep getting better. I mean, they should. They should. I keep doing it, so they should keep getting better. So there's that. The one behind the scenes thing with that was I was trying to actually get more below the surface, and I noticed that Draze kind of was resisting or just didn't hear me right in one aspect, where I was trying to ask about why he felt like he was growing as a person, and he didn't really want to say specific examples, it sounded like. I mean, I didn't ask, like, give me a specific example, but I was trying to then I noticed that, and I was like, okay, well, we'll just let that go, and maybe eventually down the line I'll get him to open up more at some point to tell me some specific examples about what helped him develop as a man, as a human, to bring that to his music. But I really enjoyed that conversation. And really great that we starting to access the hip-hop community. I mean, I don't know how Draze sits in the hip-hop community, like what the hip-hop community thinks of Draze, but he's doing stuff and he's on the hustle, and it's pretty cool. So it'll be interesting to see if there's any ripple effect of that, but we'll just have it roll on. One thing, I wasn't sure if I was going to mention this, but I'm just going to throw it in there. So along with all this other crap I'm doing, I've decided to throw one more piece on the pile, and what it is I'm doing daily videos, and I'm holding up my iPod because that's what I'm recording them on. So every day, and I'm going to try to make it a year, and this is a crazy ambitious project because why not? And I'm crazy ambitious, so I'm going to do this. But every day I'm recording video that I'm posting every night. And what I do is I record the video of my day, basically, and then I make the video at night before bed, and I post it, and I erase all the video from that day, so it only lives in the moment, which is kind of a weird thing, but I'm trying it out just to keep more content, to create more, and basically what I'm trying to talk about, I mean, it'll evolve over time, the format of it will evolve. I'm starting to settle into a format already, but the content will be music related, art related, parenting related, cooking related, anxiety and depression related. Those are the 5 areas that I'll talk about the most, and what has been affecting me through the days. And it'll be a mixture, because eventually down the line I hope to be doing more stuff musically, essentially I hope it becomes more music centric, so that there's something very specific musically happening every day, more shows happening, more things, touring, different things like that. But for now, I'm stuck here in my house, in my life that I'm in right now, day job and all this stuff, and I can't get out there and do what I want to do. So I'm trying to do it through the internet, which is why I do it with the podcast, and which is why I'm trying to do these daily videos. I'm calling theZim's daily video, and the format that it's settling into is lots of time-lapse stuff with these kind of like a video journal aspect in these little pockets here and there. I'm not going to do, like, one of the inspirations for it was Casey Neistat, and he does a lot of stuff where he's like talking to the camera as he's out in the world. I mean, his setup's way better than mine, but he has a different technique. Like, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not really trying to be entertaining in the sense that what can I do that will get a shock and awe response. I'm just trying to be real. As like, that's my whole thing all the way across, from these video journals, from the music I make, from the daily videos, from the podcast. Everything I do, I want it to be honest. I want it to be real. It's not designed to be shock and awe. It's not designed to be funny. If it happens to have some of those elements, great. But what I want to do is really document what it really is like to be a human being, to be an artist in our world. That's what I'm going for, and that's the art I'm making. So hopefully it means something to somebody other than me, because that's my point too, is I'm trying to figure out a way to break out of this, whatever it is that I'm in. I'm trying to break out of it, get a little more income coming through here in a way that makes me feel good, and not just going from one job I don't like to another job I don't like. I want it to be, I'm just trying to figure it out, and I clearly haven't figured it out yet, because it's wreaking havoc on all that anxiety and depression I'm dealing with. So that's that. Couple shows to mention. I have this Saturday, we're playing at the Bindle Stick in Snoqualmie. It's kind of a Brody Nation pre-show, I guess they're billing it as. Got Aaron Jones on the bill, we're on the bill, a bunch of other people I don't remember. But I'll put the link to the event down there, and so check it out. And then in July 23rd, we finally got our time slot. The Zim and Arock is playing Brody Nation, 2:55 on the 23rd on Saturday. So come on out, check that out. Tickets are like $30, $20, maybe somewhere in that range, depending if you get 2-day or 1-day passes. But it's in Carnation, so love to see you out there. All right, that's good for today. Thanks for joining. I'm the Zim. This is the Zim's Video Journal. We'll catch you again next week. If not every day, if you start watching my daily videos. But, all right. And subscribe to this channel. I need more subscribers. I got like 56 subscribers. I need more subscribers. I would like more subscribers. Get the word out. Share this channel. Let people know what I'm trying to do. All that good stuff. All right, peace. Check you.